What is up, guys? Look, welcome back. I know we've been gone a while, but look, we've been pouring all of our energy into our Strut Commander channel, our Fin Commander channel. So when you ain't got but a few guys, you got to do what you got to do. So now we're back on the Duck channel. Glad to have y'all back. Today, we're going to have a little fun. We're going to cook some wild turkey since it is springtime, and I hope y'all enjoy it. First thing I'm going to do, like always, I'm going to get the Pit Boss preheated. So let's fire it up. Let's check it out. Make sure everything works. And just like that, hey, when you get you one of these new ones, one button and you're done. One button. Look, you see how easy that is? Now we're getting somewhere. But let's get over there. Let's prep some wild turkey, get it on there, and show y'all how to enjoy the fruits of your labors this spring. Like I promised you, we are going to show you how to cook some turkey breast. Look, this is a super simple way. It's going to be extremely similar to some duck wraps that I've done in the past, but it's one of my favorite ways to do it, especially springtime. You're entertaining people. You got people over at your house. You got, you just got a lot going on. So this is a super quick recipe, super easy way to enjoy the wild turkey from the spring. Now look, part of the deal when you work at Duck Commander, you work for any of our companies, you leave the office on company time, you get taxed. So like you go turkey hunting, it's gonna cost you a turkey breast. You go fishing, it's gonna cost you about 10 fillets. You go, anything you do off of company time, you're gonna get a little tax. So Jordan has paid his tax. Look, if you wanna watch turkey hunting, if you're interested in it, all that kind of stuff, go over to our Strut Commander channel. We'll link it here. Check it out and watch how to turkey hunt. Look, we started making turkey calls 5 or 6 years ago. It's something that Jordan loves, something that's really cool, and something that's just a natural brand extension for us. So yes, just like the duck calls, they're 100% made in America, coming right out of here, West Monroe, Louisiana. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoy it. Look, let's get down to it though. That's enough talking. That's enough of this. I want to show y'all what the prize is on these turkeys. Now granted, this is not the only part of the turkey we eat. This is just the part I'm showing you. Look at that big old turkey breast right there. My goodness gracious. Let's set that out over there. Jordan, I commend you some, but it looks like you may have got a pellet or two in the chest, so we're gonna check this thing out before we go. But start with your turkey breast. What we're gonna do, oh man, he even left me a little tenderloin on there. So that's the first thing you can do. You can rip the tenderloin off of it. We'll get him too. But I'm just gonna go through it and clean it. Just like anything else, you'll see there's like little pieces of silver skin, little things that aren't desirable. So we're just gonna knock some of that off. We're gonna clean it up real nice, get it nice and pretty. Cut off a little of that fat because we're gonna add our own fat to it. Look at there. Ooh. Everything looks good. There's a little wound channel. We're gonna follow that wound channel to make sure that there ain't A, feathers, and B, a pellet in there, because we don't want to hurt anybody's teeth. That's the thing. Unlike the turkey from the store, folks, we're gonna cut that little piece off. Cut that little piece right there off, trim it up, make it look nice. Unlike turkey from the store, these turkeys are shot, just like them ducks. Be careful when you chew them, but if you got a good prep guy, like myself, I'll check all the wound channels and make sure that the pellets went all the way through. I can tell you right now, with that heavy shot, they generally smash all the way through and you don't have to worry about them. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it, we're gonna cut them in like, 1 by 1 cubes, essentially. So you're basically making, if you wanna call it a line from chicken, you're gonna make nuggets, essentially. So, cube, we're gonna throw that in a bowl. And we're just gonna do this all the way through. We're gonna do that all the way down to turkey. And this is where we'll probably time lapse it. We're gonna do all that. We're gonna throw that in this bowl, and then I'm gonna show y'all the little quick marinade we're gonna use. Something that I really enjoy and something that I think you will enjoy as well. Good. Being a little particular. So there's the trimmings. Save them, do what you want to with them. Put them in a freezer, boil them, feed them to your dog, don't really matter. That's what you get him for. So we're gonna make a quick marinade. Y'all seen me use this stuff before. I'm still on it. This stuff right here, W sauce. I swear I can take a straw and drink it. So we're gonna make it W sauce. We're just gonna pour a little light deal. See how it's thicker than Worcestershire. than regular Worcestershire. That's why it's called W. They ain't piggybacking off nobody. That stuff right there, fire. It's good. That's the real deal. We're gonna get it all up on the meat. We even gonna get our hands dirty. I got some paper towels around here somewhere. We get on them whenever this is over with. And that is what you want it to look like. See that right there? Nice coating. See all the seasoning, spices all over it. That's what you want it to look like. We're just gonna let that sit in there. And then we're gonna add the other ingredient. I can do this without getting it all over me. And I can't. Oh, because my hands is wet. There we go, I got it. Pickle juice. This banana pepper juice, but the sentiment is the same. You got pickles, use pickles. You got banana peppers, use banana peppers. Jalapenos, use jalapenos, it don't matter. We're just trying to get that salty, vinegary brine in there on it. Help break down some of that tissue, add a little good savory flavor to it. Add a little acid to it and get you some nice tender morsels. But we're gonna let that sit for 15 minutes or so. The longer you let it sit, the more it's gonna taste like those two things. So if you really like to taste some Worcestershire, that's fine. If you really like to take some pickle juice, that's fine. You can let it go as long as you want to. I like 15 minutes. Gives you a good hint of all of it in there. We're gonna sit that to the side, let that rest for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna clean my hands and we'll show you what's next. Now it's time to get them ready for the smoker. I like to take bacon, shocker. You can use whatever kind of fat you want to, but bacon seems to work best for me. And what I'm gonna do, you see a piece of bacon, I'm gonna try my best to cut this into thirds. So get 3 even slices. I found that when you cut it into thirds, it makes about the perfect size for those 1x1 nuggets to be wrapped on. That's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna cut it in thirds first. That way I'm not having to do it as I go. And you just eyeballing it. It doesn't have to be exact. So now I've got my bacon cut in thirds. Hopefully I cut it all the way through. I think I did. Looks like it. Yep. And I prefer to use a little bit of thin bacon, not super thick on this, because I want the bacon to get a nice good sear to it too. The thicker the bacon, kind of a lot of times the limper the bacon. So when you go to eat it, because you don't want to overcook the turkey, because you do that, it's going to get super dry. You don't, then you got slobber stoppers, and ain't nobody trying to do that. So now, I mean, simple. Stop me if you've heard this before. Take your deal. You go wrap it up in a piece of bacon. See that right there? Just fold it over. I'm going to secure with a long toothpick. Like I said, look, I'm making these for entertaining. So I want these to look pretty when they come off of there. Boop. There we go. And you're just going to do that times however many you got. I'm sure time lapse through this part of it too, because ain't nobody got time to sit here and watch me wrap that many of them. So we get done though. This ain't the last step for them. We get done, we got one more step for them. All right, they are all wrapped. Now we're gonna coat these babies in some whipping chicken by my friend Old Bart. Look, I got to share duck blind with this guy. And man, Old Bart knew what he was doing. He threw down duck blind breakfast for us. We was down there at Honey Break with the Real Tree guys. And he said, man, I make my own seasoning. I want to give you some. I said, well, give me some, Bart. I'll try it. So we're going to just coat these babies. You see, that's pretty generous. Pretty generous in coating. And we're going to let that rub get to room temp, make kind of a glaze on it. And we're going to go from there. All right. Look at here. We let our rub get to gelling. Not mud gelling. We let our rub get to gelling. Check that out right there. See how pretty that is? Now, it's time to go on the Pit Boss. She's right around 350, which is where I want her. We're going to put her on there, and then we're going to let them bump until the bacon gets where I want it. Because by the time the bacon does that, the turkey will be there too. So here we go, boys. You'll see on this, I put these little trays on here in the tin foil. That's because these babies produce a lot of grease with all that bacon. And I want them to catch as much of that grease as possible, because really and truly, I just don't want to have a big cleanup when I get done. So, call it what you will. I call it work smarter, not harder. But that's what we're going with. We're going to clean the rest of our stuff up, and we're going to check on them here in a little bit. You hear them? I hear them. Won't take long. They'll take, at 350, which is about where they're going to cook, they're going to take probably 15 minutes to get done. They are poultry, so I like to cook them to 165 minimum. You can look at it, you can probe it, but really 165, once the bacon's 165 too, that's kind of, it'll all make sense. So, but 165 degrees is where we want to get them little bites internal. Shouldn't take but 15, maybe 20 minutes max. All right, they've been on there for about 15 minutes. Ooh, look at them. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna finish with a little raw honey. We're just gonna make a little glaze, not too much, just, that's the other thing about having that tin foil like that, is it keeps you from having to clean up sticky honey all off your grill too. Oh Lord. There we go. Now we're gonna let that honey melt, and we're gonna take them off, and we're gonna show y'all the final product. All right, now let's take them off. Look, in homage to where this turkey used to live, we're gonna put it on the Tennessee cutting board. So there you go. Turkey season's open somewhere around you. You may want to get in on this. But we're just gonna take them off here, stack them all nice and pretty. I can probably do this a lot quicker if I use my hand. I thought it'd be hotter than that, but it ain't. All right, there we go. Ooh, we'll clean that up later. Look how pretty that is. Voila. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? All right, here we go. We're gonna try one of these rascals. What I like to do, oh man, that's good. That whipping chicken good now. I'm gonna dip him in just a little bit of barbecue sauce. How in the world is there a turkey left in the United States? I'll never know. Look, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's good to be back. Good to be outside cooking again. We're gonna cook all through the summer. Be sure you come back to the channel, check that out. In the meantime, hop on over to our Strut Commander channel if you enjoy turkeys and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. We'll see y'all next time right here. We're out.